I mean, was that really so hard, Disney? Like, was that really, really, really so hard to do? Like, does it hurt you inside? Does it hurt you inside to finally give the fans what they wanted? Oh man, Andor's lit. Okay, everybody. So Andor just released on Disney Plus. 3 episodes right off the gate, and I only got to see the first episode, and this is just my initial impressions on the first episode itself. I hope to watch the next couple episodes tomorrow, but this was everything that I wanted from the Disney Plus and the Star Wars streaming services. A more gritty, serious, look at the Star Wars universe. That's what I wanted. Yeah, Mandalorian is great, and I love Mandalorian, but for me, the rewatchability of Mandalorian, I do think there's a lot of episodes that are really, really great. Like the Ahsoka episode is one of my favorite things that ever happened in Star Wars. I love the Luke Skywalker episode. Like there was a lot of really good stuff in Mandalorian. Obi-Wan I thought was really good too, but for some reason, with the Mandalorian and Obi-Wan, there was a level of it felt cheap. I don't know how to explain it. I know everything was filmed on the volume soundstage, and maybe that is what kind of gave it away from that epic scale. But when you look at Andor and you can tell that they filmed everything on location, it felt like I was watching something that you would see on HBO, like House of the Dragon or something like that. Where you see shows like Sopranos and Game of Thrones and shows like Breaking Bad and all these great television series that people like to acknowledge as some of the greatest television series of all time. Whether we're talking about something like Stranger Things, you got The Boys on Amazon. I don't feel like Disney Plus really had that yet, and I think Andor is the first thing that's actually going to be on the same level. Not saying is going to surpass or even reach the quality of something like a Breaking Bad or a Game of Thrones or even House of the Dragons, but just to give it that more realistic, gritty character development, story plot driven TV series. That's all we really wanted. And for me, I feel like all the Disney Plus shows, especially on the Marvel side, have been really kind of like, I can't explain it, like cheaply made television. They kind of feel like web series, right? You remember like when the internet was kind of just brand new and everybody was doing like these web series and it was very like comedic and stuff, and they're all really well done, but you could tell that they were just mini web series, and most of these MCU shows are like 20-25 minutes long. So we never had that real, I think, series that had like stakes that you can put your flag in and go, this is a must watch series. I think Mandalorian is the closest one to that, and again, I really liked Obi-Wan. It did have a lot of problems in it, but it just didn't have that epic scale that I've come to expect in series like Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, and et cetera and so on. Like I said before, and Andor, when I was watching this thing felt like it should be on the big screen. It looked amazing. It looked large in scope. The acting and character development was intriguing. It made me want to see what was going to happen in this world. And I know a lot of people thought, well, Andor is a crappy character to base a show on. He dies in Rogue One. Why are you going to go do a series on this character? But this is a very intriguing character, and there's a lot of story and a lot of development that you can do with the Cassian Andor character, and that time frame within the Star Wars universe is a very interesting time frame of what the Empire is basically brand new, and it's the old Republic, which is now the Rebel Alliance, trying to come up and build itself to take over take over the Empire. And you see Mon Mothma trying to basically get this alliance built underground and whatnot. So it's a very fascinating story. And that's why I was always looking forward to this Andor series, because it was going to be like the first thing to give us a deep dive into what the politics actually were between episodes 3, Revenge of the Sith, and A New Hope. And Rogue One, looking back now, I mean, I recently saw Rogue One again in theaters 2 weeks ago, and Rogue One is easily the best of the Disney Star Wars films. It's the closest one that I can say feels like a Star Wars film. It did bother me like where Disney's just not using the Star Wars music, but this series for me so far, from what I've seen just from the first episode, I'm going to watch the other 2 tomorrow, it feels like something I've always wanted in the Star Wars universe. It has intrigue, it has politics, it has fantastic acting, great actors, it has purpose, and it has scope. And that's what I've been wanting in my Star Wars series. I like Mandalorian for what it is. I like Obi-Wan for what it is, but I'm not gonna lie and say I'm not a little let down by those series. Although Mandalorian has a lot of really good quality things about it, I wanted that intrigue. I wanted that Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad level of storytelling when it comes to Star Wars, and I think Andor is delivering on all cylinders. But that's just my thoughts on it, guys. I wonder what you guys think. Be sure to leave those comments in the comment box below. Have you watched Andor yet? What's your thoughts on it? Leave those comments in the comment box below. And until next time, guys, later.